tell me, how are you feeling right now?
Happy.
Not too good.
After those 2 chocolate donuts,
Ready.
Thank you. So we have some people who are happy and ready and some people who are trying to make it there, right? So I really appreciate you all sharing that. I want to go into a topic today as we go into our science lesson. And the first thing I want to ask you is, has anyone ever told you that you had potential? What does it mean to have potential?
I think one of the people who told me I had potential was my French teacher, Madame Baptiste. And I wasn't very good at French, but I wanted to be good. And she would always tell me, I was like, Mom, she's good, she tries so hard. And she always gave me that courage.
So I want you to tell me describe a time when you used all your potential to achieve something great.
Actually, you know what? I was telling a teacher, I just walked into our principal's office, even though it's my first year there, and I just told them about how I didn't like his presentation, And then she was like, and originally when I started the conversation, I was like, Greg. And she's like, who's Greg? I was like, the principal. She's like, you're on first time with him? I'm like, I didn't know I couldn't call him Greg. I mean, that's just, I always have this almost like cunning sometimes, and I think that's from my mom, just basically not letting anyone put me down.
So for today's lesson, what we're going to talk about is potential energy and kinetic energy, and the importance of potential and kinetic energy and how we use it, right? So if everybody would go back to their seats, we're going to watch a clip. As you watch this minute-long clip, you are going to do notice, think, wonder, and connect. And I want you to think about this idea of potential and kinetic energy. In our stories earlier, your classmates were able to talk about the time when someone thought they had potential energy. What did they do with that potential energy? And where did that energy go after they accomplished something great? What did you notice from that 1-minute clip from Black Panther?
I was noticing how he was absorbing all sorts of energy, mainly the bullets, pain, and turning into something that's beneficial to himself.
I was thinking that I wish I could fly across cars, but I can. Hashtag mind over matter. And could he have been as successful as he was if he worked alone?
What were some wondering?
I was wondering, is my community my soup?
Ooh. What kind of connections did we make?
It made me think of Bushwick, actually. Yeah. Talking to these kids about graduation, their mother not coming, this one is not believing in them, and then the community that we formed to help them turn all that pain into progress and graduating.
Let me get from this table something you put down, a descriptor you put down for potential.
Build up.
Build up. Dormant. I didn't hear it. Catalyst. This back table, did you put down anything for kinetic? Expressed, ignited. This table over here, kinetic? Movement, action, friction.
I wrote down that it can be increased or decreased.
It can be increased or decreased.
Potential energy is like when somebody's getting picked on like every day, just taking it in, like storing the energy, then when they spaz out and flip out on somebody and get into a fight, that's kinetic.
That's the student transforming that scientific understanding of kinetic and potential. Under your compare and contrast, I asked for you to give your own example.
It said when you allow for things that you know shouldn't be taking place, aka L's not being serviced, and after a while you decide to file a grievance, and then once that happens, it hits the pan.
So the potential energy is what?
Allowing for this to take place, knowing that it shouldn't be.
And the kinetic is what?
Filing the grievance and changing things.
Back table.
When your mom warned you that she needed to take the chicken out the freezer,
Woo!
and she didn't forget because she was planning that meal the entire day, so 7 hours later, she realized you forgot mollywopped you.
At this point, you can go into your scientific lesson. Kids, open up your textbook, or you have these things on your desk that we want you to go and execute, right? They can hand this in for you to have your assessment to understand what they know and what they don't know. But if you look at this, just reading right here, that would take me 10 minutes to unpack, right? Because we want to use the spoken word and storytelling to give them access into the textbook, not to replace it. We want them to have the ability to do both. But if this is the beginning of this unit, this is how I would start the unit out. To then give them access to what they're going to do when they go into this boring ass textbook. And then probably the next day do something that's totally hands-on, that has them start to do some execution around kinetic and potential energy.
If you give a child a word, he'll want to know its meaning. Once he learns its meaning, show him how to use it in a poem.
And when he writes the poem, then he'll want to share it, and people will want to read it. That will make the child feel warm, loved, and valued. Then he'll want another word. Word.
How do we enjoy our students' language? Because they create all of the culture that adults then use and then make money on. And we busy telling them speak whatever. How can we engage them in their language? How do we accept that language is fluid, right? And that we should move from code switching to code meshing.
Today, a baffled lady observed the shell where my soul dwells and announced that I'm articulate. Which means that when it comes to enunciation and diction, I don't even think of it because I'm articulate. I can help to diversify. Your consumer market is all I wanted them to know. And when they call me for the interview, I'll be more than happy to show that I can say what's good, what's I want, and of course, hello. Because I'm articulate.
What are we doing in our daily practices around speaking and listening? Like really thinking about the opportunity for students every single day to engage in an authentic practice of speaking and listening, even in 45 minutes. What are we doing around language and investigating language every single day? What are we doing around reading and writing? When we go into, which we're going into now, our 5 lesson plans from our units, and you can absolutely give more if you want. Think about where you find these things. Do they exist? In those 5 that you're submitting, do they exist? Do they exist in all of your average of 30 lesson plans? And for it to be really authentic and connected to the content that you're engaged